I'm going to use a hydro solution. I'm going to use this Pure Blend Pro, which is 235, and add to that some calcium magnesium. It also has some trace minerals in there. It's a 200, so it'll make it a 435. Pretty decent mix there, and it's what I have, so it's what I'm going to use. I'm not going to buy anything new, but basically what I'm going to do is start with. I've marked the tray here. I marked it 1 on that side and a 14 on that side, and then there's 14 rows, so I won't be using all of them, but what I can do is I'll plant 6 per row there, or 7, however many there are, and just put a different variety every row, and that way on a piece of paper I can keep track of what is what, and then as they get bigger I will I'll either know what they are or I'll mark them individually. So alright, so I've gone ahead and got my nutrient solution mixed up per the directions on the nutrients per gallon of water. So I mixed up a gallon here and shake it up, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour it on the Rockwell cubes. Now I haven't put the seeds in yet, and I don't want to do that because sometimes they'll float up. So I'm basically just going to get this nice and wet without putting a whole lot in the tray. It'll absorb most of it. And I just want to go back through and just make sure that they're nicely soaked. And I'm going to put the whole gallon on there. Alright, so you can see the gallons on there, and there's just a little bit left in the tray, and it'll go ahead and absorb that while the seeds are sprouting. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the seeds in these little holes, and I'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, and once I've gone and put the seeds in the hole, I'll just come back and just kind of cover it just a little bit with the rock wool. That's what makes these nice. You can kind of manipulate them if you need to. So just like that. And then stick it on a heat mat and underneath a dome until they sprout. Alright guys, so after a couple days, this is what it's going to look like. Take the top off here, and basically we have germination in all the rows of the rock wool cubes. So what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll thin these out as needed. So I just wanted to go through and show you what has germinated here. So in the first row here we got some speckled butterhead lettuce, then some butter crunch lettuce, then some Great Lakes crisp head lettuce, and then in row 4 the black seeded Simpson, and then I've got one little chard that's sprouted. That's the 5-color chard, Bright Lights chard. Then the spinach hasn't done anything yet. And then I've got some Georgia collards, which are just now coming up. And then the arugula rocket, which is fully germinated. And then on the end here, some bok choy, which is fully germinated. So I'm going to thin those out when they get a little bit bigger, so that I just have one plant per rock wool cube. And half of these are going to go into a hydroponics setup, and the other half is going to go into a floating raft setup. So I'm definitely going to get you guys a video on that as we get a little bit further here. But looks like germination in rock wool is working out really well. So I hope you like this video. Please leave your likes, comments, and subscribe, and I'll check you later.